So we've moved on a little bit with this. It was only bolting back together really, so I didn't think it was that important to show you. Just let me find the bits I need. So them 2 screws go in there, just like so. So I need to hold the air filter cover on. You can see spots of rain now. I've got to try and remember what way around that went. A funny feeling it was probably that way. We'll go for that. It's a bit higher like that. I've got the carb on in time before it rained though, so might be able to just get it done. Hopefully it'll just be a few spots. It doesn't look that bad up there, just a bit grey, a light grey, but we shall see. We haven't had no rain for a long time, so the filter is a little bit grassy and a little bit oily, but I shall just give it a bit of a wide down at the moment and give it a proper clean later. It might be the wrong way because you know, some will say grass can get in the car, but there is the clean side there which is pretty grass free, so to be honest the filter isn't too dirty really, so we will put that in there for the time being. Very simple cap system. There we go, we're all back together there. So now there's a petrol tank. Actually I took them 2 nuts off earlier and they didn't need to come off. I thought the tank actually stayed on the machine, which it didn't. I have got one more other little bit to put back on. Let's have a look. Don't quite know where that fitted. It's just the on and off, very simple system. So it was that pipe there. It isn't great. You see there's quite a kink in it there. So what I'm going to do is take that off. It's a bit that pipe's a little bit hard as well, so if I take it off I'll see if I've got another bit of pipe that will do the job, and then we'll really be ready to start it. So I'll pop off to the shed, see if I can find a bit of pipe, get that fit. Hi, I've jumped on a little bit now because a few bits are a little bit tricky to sort of show you because it's a bit fiddly, but I've got to still put the screws back in there. I've got it all back together now. I had put the air filter on the wrong way. It wouldn't allow the petrol tank to clear, so I've corrected that. I've put the petrol pipe on. I don't know how well you can see. Nice new black petrol pipe there. So that was pretty kinked, the old one, so I wonder if it was restricting the fuel getting through. It does look actually in really good condition. It should inside the mower and inside the engine. It don't look like it's had a massive amount of use. I don't know what year these are. They're sort of, at least I would say early 70s. I've got the wrong socket there. Don't need, I think I need number 11. There we go. Yeah, so I think this is one that's been hidden away, and the other one I've got is in as good condition as well. So we should see. You don't need to watch me doing up these, so what I shall do is do them up and then we'll get some fuel in it. I'll show you in the tank actually, if you can see. See, it's pretty clean in the tank too. No rust in that in there, so I think it's had a pretty easy life. I don't know whether I show you I had the box for it. The box is there. So just let me tighten these up and then we'll see if it's a goer. So it's all back together, and that, I don't know how well you could see that pipe before, but that was kinked there. So when it was on, it was even kinked more than that. It's very, pipe's very hard as well. So I could have been restricting, well it definitely would have been restricting the fuel getting through. Got a little fuel tap on there. I might as well turn that on now because I'm going to be mixing up some 25:1 for it. The only thing I didn't clean out is the fuel tap, but I think that was okay. Whenever I get a mower, it's sort of my the thing I do. I always make sure I clean out the carb really, because you don't know, if it runs right, you still don't know what's lurking in there in the bottom. There could be some muck in that in there that will cause a problem later on. So I see some people repair them and they run all right. I just leave it, but for the time it takes, just a little bit, take it off, a little bit of carb spray, and I blow out with a compressor if you've got one. It can save hassles later on. So that's what I normally do. And if I get the Briggs & Stratton classic ones, I always put the new diaphragms in, because you know, peace of mind then, really. If I keep them or if I get rid of them. But even someone sort of did take care, because they even writ 25-1 on the side to tell you, to tell the person what mix it's got to have. So I've got some 50-1 mixed, but I'll add a little bit more to make the 25-1, and then we'll see if it's a go. So I've mixed up the fuel. This is a can I use. I bought this, one of my first ever purchases off of eBay actually. It actually is just over 2 there, but that's 25-1, so 2 on there, and you get 2 in petrol in the main chamber, and just mix it together. I don't care if it's a bit stronger on this, because it hasn't run for a while. It's probably better to have a little bit more lubrication in the engine. By the looks of things, they weren't made very refined, so let's give it a good shake. Make sure it's all in the main bit, and then I'll fill it up, and then we'll be to test time. Right, yeah. So I've took the air filter off now and sprayed some carb cleaner in it to see if we get it far up at all. We have light, but so all's not working properly at the moment. I'm just going to check. I'm going to screw that in and just check that fuel is coming out of the tank properly. So it's definitely getting fuel. It's a bit tricky to get that pipe off there. As you can see, it did fire, but I'm going to have to get some little pin nose pliers to get that off. I'll have a look. So off camera, I took the air filter out and left it out, but it was nothing to do with that. Then I realised that acts as a bit of a primer like that. So when I did that off camera, it did fire. So now let's see if it goes. I'll have that sound the wrong thing. Sparks arcing out, but it could be a rattle. I think it was a rattle off the handle. But there we go. It's a runner. Didn't take me too long, and what I did, there was nothing really wrong with it. It was just I didn't know. I've worked on lawnmowers a lot, but I've never worked on one of these. So the grass might really cut around the front. I think I'm going to give it a test.